25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Here's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9. Prescott. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Again, it's 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and short yardage. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Mixon, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Bengals 14, Raiders nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is brought in at the 21.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3. Touchdown, Bengals! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they...
There he goes, left side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be playing.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott from the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott on 1st down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
First down, Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Prescott again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long for Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. So opening drive interception to begin the second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room, what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. Here we go.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after him.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Go ahead.
Back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Fights through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott down. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
It's Mixon on the counter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun again to Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Mixon again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Mixon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
From his end zone, here's Renfro. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 89 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was